Hey guys, what's up? It's Bradu. I have a box of my old favorite 89 Fleer in front of me. Got a little bit of a story behind this one. I haven't opened any 89 Fleer in a few months. I was on quite a tear there for a while. For the most part, kind of got what I needed, except for the really, really hard to get stuff like the Billy Ripken Whiteout, the Randy Johnson Full Marlboro, and the Jeff Treadway Target Air. I've got most everything else. But anyway, I won this box. It was like totally a free giveaway, so that's awesome. So I cannot complain about anything, but I'm going to show you what I got here. I reached in, and right away, so I've shuffled them around, but right away it looked like there were a pack or two missing, and I picked up a pack and I flipped it over, and it looked like that. And I was like, oh my god, these packs are open. And I grabbed a couple more. These are nice. Oh, these have stars showing. That's right. So it seemed like a bit of a split. Some of the packs looked like this and were already opened. And some of the packs looked like this and seemed, completely sealed up. So I counted them all up. I was afraid I was a couple short. I actually have 38 packs total. I opened some of the ones with the flaps open, and that's what this is, and have some commons here-ish. But maybe the third pack I opened had the Manny Trio, and it's the Error, so that's pretty cool. So that got me thinking, well, geez, even if somebody opened these, maybe it's an early print run box. I don't know. And then I got to this pack, and I open it up like this. I didn't know if any of the good cards had been pulled out. And I go, 1, 2, wait a minute, there's Billy Ripken. So that's where I stopped, right here. And I tucked it back in that pack. And so now I have this box in front of me. That was hours ago when I opened this, when the mail came here. 12 hours ago, or whatever. So now, all I know is that I have an error out of this box. I have 25 packs that are sealed up, and 13 packs that were already opened, clearly. But they don't seem to be searched or have any of the good stuff pulled out. If this is from the same box as that Manny Trio, then this should be the full FF error. It looks to be a little bit off-center, but not bad. I mean, I think we have a Ripken error here. And then, the rest of the box, well, sky's the limit. Do we have Randy Johnson errors? Do we have Treadway errors? We'll find out in a minute. I will start with opening up these ones that were already opened. Well, I'll start with this Billy Ripken right here, so let's see what we got. It is the full error. So that's pretty sweet. There it is. That's the card you want to get out of a box of 89 Fleer. So, Bo Jackson, yep. Sabo, Molitor, Al Newman. There we go. Let's sleeve that puppy up. Top loader. It's off center, but not horribly so. It's in pretty good shape. The corners are real great. So, for a free box, even if the pack was already opened, awesome, right? And now we get the rest of the box to have fun with. So here's what I'm going to do. These packs, these are the ones that were already open. These are the ones that are fully sealed. These are the ones that had stars showing on the back. There's a Ricky Henderson. Who's the other one? Oh, Danny Keith. It's not really star showing. That's an error. And we'll find out when we get to this one if there's the really old errors. So, 2, 4, 6. So I'll start with these 7 packs that were open. And, I talked to the guy who sent these. He didn't think that any of them were open. His initial thought was, well, maybe the wax had come undone. But no, it's worse. It's more than that. These were open. But I don't think anything was taken out because the first card you'd take out is the one we just found. So, as far as I'm concerned, these are just like opening a brand new pack. And that's the way I'm looking at it. So we're looking for, we got the Ripken, we're looking for Randy Johnson, and maybe we're looking for the Jeff Treadway. Brett, Biggio rookie, real nice Biggio. Hayes, and Oral. There's a nice Biggio rookie, centered up nice, corners are nice. Centered perfect. Maybe the tiniest printing flaws. I'm not going to put a little 10 on it like I do on a perfect card. It looks pretty nice. It's pretty close. Gant, Ford, Rick Shoe, Gordon. So I think the fun thing, I've opened my share of these boxes. Man, 20 boxes probably? More than 20, at least 20. The fun thing is, so far, all we know is we've got we pulled 2 errors and they were both the errors. So there's a chance that this is a really early print run box with the Treadway. Oh, here's a Neil Allen. This will be even closer to our answer because the Neil Allen was corrected before the Ripken and before the trio. So if the Neil Allen is an error, we've still got the error box coming. Tentable. He was on the back of the pack. I can feel the wax. Sarasota, it's the error. That's a hard error to get. Not value-wise. It's not worth more than the... maybe we should do the... Maybe we should do the Danny Heap at this point. Manny Lee, Cecil Fielder, Dillon. Let's do the Danny Heap. Let's find out. We got 3 packs. Well, or should we do all this? The Danny Heap is going to tell us. The Danny Heap was the earliest corrected error, except for Randy Johnson and the Treadway. And there's one other Danny Heap, and who's the other one? Tommy John, Murphy, Sisk. I'm doing these. I decided I'm doing these. Dave Winfield, Hal Morris, Strawberry. There's Cal. I guess the bad news about as many of these as I've done is I can't really slow it down and really enjoy each card and be confused about what I've got. I've seen all these cards so many times. There's a Vandenberg, really nice condition, probably the error. Unless, like I said, I have more packs than a full box, so possible that a couple of these came from a different box. Ed Vandenberg throws left. Perfect shape. It's going in my PC. So let's find out about Danny Heap. And I'll know right away if it's the error of his hometown, and I'll know, I can't remember off the top of my head what the error is or the corrected. I think that San Antonio is corrected. So we want to see 2 different cities. San Antonio, Lake Hills is the error. So at this point, we have a very early print run box. If we pull the Randy Johnson, there's a good chance it's got some sort of Marlboro issue to it. And now we are down to the packs that are actually sealed up. 2, 4, 5. And let's get into the fun. Yeah, we've got at least, most of these have been early print run. We already got the Ripken. From what I've found in all the boxes I've opened, the collation is usually really good on 89 Flair. I've never had a box with 2 Ripkins or 2 Randy Johnsons or 2 Griffies, but I've also very seldom had a box that was missing even one of those. You pretty much get almost every card in every box, with very few duplicates, with very few missing. So the collation is really good. So I think chances are high that we have a Griffey, a Randy Johnson, and a Treadway in this box. And the Griffey has nothing to do with errors, but the Randy Johnson and the Treadway, we will find out, hopefully, if we get a nice, awesome error. And I've never opened like a full, I've never opened a pack, and nor do I own the Treadway card. There's a Smoltz rookie, real nice shape. Remember, I do not own the Treadway with the target on it, and I've never opened what I would call a full error Marlboro Randy Johnson. I've opened 2 Rick Mahlers, that's funny. I've not seen that very often, if ever. I've got a couple Marlboro Randy Johnsons, but they're not like the full clear Marlboro. And my understanding is that the very first boxes that went out, the early print runs, had a pretty darn clear Marlboro. And then they started correcting it, but kind of correcting it. And so there are various degrees of being able to read or see that. I'm hoping, given that we're seeing errors even on the Danny Heap, that if we get the Randy Johnson, you can see the Marlboro, and it's at least one of those Marlboro versions and not like the fully corrected version. I think it's likely that we'll see that. So what we really want now is the Randy Johnson. And the Treadway, I think, is even a longer shot. I think a Target Treadway would be really, really unlikely. But this is the best possibility I've ever seen. All we're seeing is errors so far. Not many of them. We're probably due for an error right about now. There's a lot more errors still in this set. There's one, Tom Brookins. Should say Mike Heath on the back. Yeah, Brookins Heath. This is fun. This is fun. This is a good box. He's off center, but that's not an easy one to get. It's too bad that Danny Heap was right on the back. I think I only have one of that card. So that's my second one, but it's waxed up. Somebody told me if you scrub it with nylons, you can fix it. But I don't wear nylons, so I don't know. Let's see that happening. Duck Gooden. Mackie Sasser. I suspect there's Kevin Romine error. I think this is the most common error in the whole set. Him batting. That's actually not Kevin Romine. I don't know what player it is, but the corrected version that's actually Kevin Romine. He's got his arms crossed in kind of a close-up pose. So we still got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 packs. Almost half a box. And we're still looking for... I really don't care about the Griffey because I've got enough Griffies. It'd be awesome to hit. I mean, you want to hit a Griffey in every box. But it's the Randy Johnson that I care about the most, for sure. For sure, the Randy Johnson. There's a Sandy Alomar Jr. They come. I'm also a little bit intrigued by the fact that there were 38 packs, not 36, in this box. I was like, am I missing some packs? No, I actually had extra packs instead. Bob Welch, we might be in good shape to hit another Ripken. That would be an awesome bonus. Welch, Hubbard, Randolph, Ruffin, O'Brien, Thomas. Nope. Didn't happen. Were we a couple? I think we were a couple cards short. Yeah, I think a couple more cards. I'm not sure actually. I know he usually comes with most of those guys. I feel like we were a couple cards short, or that he was maybe supposed to be in the mix there. As a winged Puckett. Dukes for me, and we might have a Griffey coming up. There he is. There's the kid. Beautiful card. That's nice. That's a 10 Griffey. Nice. I think that's a 10 Griffey. So I will top load that. And I'll even put my little, let's see here, put my little 10 sticker on it, like I like to do if I find a keeper. My 10 sticker just means, it doesn't mean it's a PSA 10, it means it's got a shot if I were to send it into grade, and it means for me that I'm probably putting it into my PC and replacing whatever I've got. Now I probably have a couple Griffies that have that little 10 on it, because like I said, I've opened 20 boxes, so. But, cool, all that's left to get is the Randy. Been a great box so far, and we got a lot of packs left. Not bad for free, right? I thought it was really cool. I don't want to mention who it was because I don't want to put him on blast based on the fact that a few of those cards, a few of the packs were unopened, or what were already opened. But at the same time, obviously I'm not complaining because there was nothing, like I'm getting all the good cards, right? So, yeah, I'm super pumped. This is an awesome box. I'm very thankful that I won it. And I think it was really cool of him to do that. Alright. Feel really good if I can pull a Randy Johnson. Find out at least. And it's totally possible that we don't get one. There's more cards in the set than there are in a box. So like I said, I've had good collation. I've had very few boxes that were missing the big cards, but it definitely happens. I'm down to, what, a dozen here? So, and we haven't seen the Treadway yet, and that's the other one that'll answer questions for us. A Target Treadway would be pretty friggin' sweet, because I don't have one. Mattingly, Schmidt. Select. It's not really an error, but kind of. Oh, there's Treadway. There he is. No Target. So we do not have a very first print run box. So that's too bad. I was starting to hope. We still could definitely get a Randy Johnson with some kind of funkiness, but now I'm less hopeful that it's like a crystal clear Marlboro, because I think the crystal clear Marlboro comes with Treadway targets. Punch Fisk, Fitzgerald, Voltweiss, come on, big unit. Man, for a minute there, I thought we were going to have a second Billy Ripken. Not sure what happened with that pack. Scott Service. Not the Mariners, Scott Service. 2, 4, 6 packs left to make it happen. Let's make the magic happen. Been pretty cool, even if we don't see it. We've got a beautiful Griffey, and a Rifkin, full Rifkin error. It's about all you can hope for. But there's also some other errors we could still hope to hit. Oh, John Moses. There's the other one that's really hard to hit. There we go. I want to say his is Tempe. Is that right? Tempe. So we got the John Moses error. And like I said, I've only got 1, maybe 2 of that card before. So we definitely have an early print room box. Just wasn't early enough for the treadweight target. Oh, here it comes. Santavina. He comes ahead of Randy. Here we go. Seitzer, Guerrero, Skinner, and Randy. Let's see what we got. Let's see some Marlboro action. Yeah, it definitely can read it. Oh, that's nice. That is good. Oh, and it's centered up. Wow. That is, it's not like the cleanest one I've ever seen, but it is, you can definitely see it. That's pretty darn good. I've not seen many that clean. It might be as good as the best one I own. It's also perfectly set up. Perfect condition. So, it's probably going to go into my traders. Oh, that's awesome, you guys. That's what I was hoping for. We got a Marlboro Randy Johnson. I would say maybe that's the red tint one. I'm not really sure on the variations, but it's, like I said, not the cleanest one I've seen, but it's definitely pretty darn good. You can definitely see that. Now I put it in the top lever so it's harder, but it's not blacked out back there. It is a beautiful Marlboro, very visible. And we got 4 packs, and we've got all of the cards we want to get. So, 4 packs left for a bonus hit. We're missing, like, what, Sheffield? There's not much we're missing. So, could we get another Griffey? Could we get another Ripken? Could we get another Johnson? I think it's unlikely because of what I said about the collation in this set usually being fantastic. My top one would be another Randy Johnson. If they look like that, whew, it's nice. I'd rather have another one of those than another Ripken even. Lynn Dykstra. I think there's a couple other errors we'll get. We might get the Heath. I feel like there's at least 1 or 2 more that I'm forgetting. And Sandberg. And we might not get any more. Like, you know, we might not get anything good out of these last 4, but this has been a sweet box. Everything we hoped for, except for the Treadway, which was a huge long shot, and I knew that. More Warshizer. Alright, 2 packs to go. Hoping for 1 last. Hurrah! That was cool. That might have been the best Johnson I've pulled. I've got one that's really nice, that was a perfect centering and everything, that was pulled off of one of Kurt Christensen's breaks, the Ripping Vintage Packs breaks. I got really lucky. Oh, there's Ashby, okay. I knew there was a couple others we were missing that I was forgetting. That's it right there, Ashby. So this should be an error. Throws rig, sure is. Throws rig. We got an error box as a freebie. That's really awesome. So, yeah, that's probably the best one I've pulled myself. So that's pretty darn cool. Pretty darn cool. Last pack. Hoping for anything, and anything's a bonus. Devereaux, Willie Wilson. There's the Sheffield that we had missed. Yep. Honeycutt, Flanagan, and that'll do it. A pretty awesome box there, you guys. Pretty awesome. And I didn't mean to open the whole thing, but I did. I knew I also wouldn't be able to help myself once I saw the errors coming out. We hit a beautiful Randy Johnson Marlboro. We hit a beautiful Griffey Jr. And we hit a Billy Ripken fuckface. Like, that is as awesome a box as you can do without hitting the treadway target, without hitting the whiteout Bill Ripken, which I'm honestly not convinced it exists. We got all the other error versions of all the cards that are errors. I don't know that there's... I can't think of anything right offhand that we missed that has, like, the Moses and Heap are the most rare errors outside of the Randy Johnson, so we got those. The Brookins, Ashby, Vandenberg, Allen, and Trio are all a step below those. I've pulled Ripken fuckface cards and corrected versions of all those other cards I just named off. So those are actually more rare than the Ripken, but the Ripken, of course, is way more sought after. Here was our that's a big one. Randy Johnson, perfect, beautiful card. Probably going into my PC.